Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And by George, we talk about it.
We sure do. I think we got that part figured out. Johnny, I have good news for you.
Okay.
We've got another 5-star review. Can you believe it?
I can't.
I truly cannot believe it either.
A review of 5-star pizza in Gainesville, Florida?
That's right. They say here this is from Garlic Knot Man 44.
Okay, well, they're called dank rolls.
They are called dank rolls. This is from BDC Man, and the title of his review is Unoriginal 5-star Review. So
great. Off to a good start.
Yeah. I'll just say up top, nothing but love and respect for you, Johnny.
It says that?
No, that's I'm editorializing.
Okay.
Loves you.
Okay.
I cannot stress enough. He loves you. Okay.
But you?
Huh? Let's read this review. He says, BDC Man, I came here to hear more of Johnny after listening to Campaign.
Great.
How can you blame a guy?
Great choice.
Yeah. This podcast helped me realize two things. One, that Johnny is my spirit animal. And two, Spencer is one of his friends. If you're looking for something silly, upbeat, partially informative, or easy to listen to, look no further. Who would have ever thought that random Wikipedia articles are such a great jumping off point for a show? P.S. Keep the crypt in Cryptmas. So,
I mean, truly.
So Johnny wants to thank you, BDC Man, for that great review.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, you are my friend.
There's not a word of a lie in that review.
That's true. I do feel compelled to say, and I hate to kind of, I don't know, do like a call out.
Okay.
In this, where tens of people might hear it, but we are both, I think, aware that the preferred term is probably not spirit animal, but something else. So just to be aware, just so you probably didn't know, and that's fine.
Right.
But indigenous cultures don't prefer that.
What are some alternatives you could say? You could say
Patronus, but J.K. Rowling is also extremely bad. But I mean,
J.K. Rowling only used the word Patronus because she knew she couldn't say spirit animal.
Oh, I mean, did you read any of the shit that she wrote about the fucking American Hogwarts shit?
No.
It's complete trash.
Oh no.
So the only reason she didn't say spirit animal is because it's in the UK.
Man, God,
yeah,
she's the absolute terror.
But I mean, Patronus is
Sure.
pretty perfect, and we can just
you could say
hope she dies.
You could say you stan Johnny.
Oh, and who wouldn't? Have you seen this?
What?
There's this tweet. It's just a picture of a hermit crab, but it's using a baby doll head as its shell.
Oh shit!
Which rules. But then I saw someone retweet it with a comment, and they were like, "We stan a goth hero."
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, I'll find a picture because it's my second favorite crab picture on Twitter.
What's your first favorite crab picture? Just Mr. Krabs looking baffled.
It's a crab holding a cigarette. Now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab, and he's
taking a smoke,
and he's also a crab.
Yeah, that is good. I'm gonna take my jacket off. Is that okay? You're gonna hear some zipping noises real quick.
Yeah.
Can we do some ASMR?
That's a tasty jacket.
Okay.
Oh man, so at work we just got a bunch of carpet replaced.
Okay.
And when they
sounds exciting.
When they put the glue down, it's like visual ASMR.
No, what do you mean? Because it's so
like
perfectly.
It's like a big gloop of glue.
Okay.
And an Augustus, if you will.
Augustus gloop of glue.
And then they use the little spready thing to just move this goop around and create a thin goop layer while they drag the big gloop.
I experienced something like that. You're similar to your gloop. Frisson.
Yeah. I found out that was a French word. Frisson.
Frisson? What does it mean? It means cold.
It means horny for music.
But I have definitely watched multiple minutes of just a dude laying bricks. Just
man.
Who just he's in a rhythm and just
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about this before, but every now and then I will just watch videos of people preparing the tiny food, they're I guess little, Japanese candy food.
Yeah, they come in little kits that you put together.
Yeah, basically every single thing is you mix water with this powder.
Yes,
and then form it into a shape.
And sometimes it creates a burger bun or something.
Oh my god, I have watched hours of those.
Yeah, there's something about it. Like there's something very satisfying about and like the careful mixing and sculpting.
And then like they come with like a sheet basically, and it's like you know, make your lump this big for the hamburger patty,
right?
And you just like press down your little brown meat Play-Doh
onto your tiny little pattern.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's very. I would never want to do it.
No,
but I love watching people.
I did it once, and it was fun and disgusting. They tasted. I know we've spoken about this because I used a picture of it as the image once for this very podcast, but it didn't taste like candy. The thing is,
sure.
the beef patty of the hamburger, it like smelled and tasted like beef ramen seasoning.
Really?
It was all the flavors it was supposed to be, which is so much worse. The cheese was like Easy Mac powder that you turn into a paste. It was, and then
you should have got a little candy one. You know.
Well, why would I ever think that someone would make a hamburger flavored candy? This is not on me.
That's true. Well, I mean, America. Everything is so sweet in America. We just expect everything to be candy.
It is. My favorite thing that people say is like, "Oh, your bread is so sweet."
They do say that,
which is very funny to me.
Is it true? It's probably true.
I mean, everything has corn syrup in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, do you want to taste your food, or do you want to taste the sugar? I think the answer is we all want to taste sugar, right? Get off our backs.
Yeah.
Bread goes bad 4 hours after you make it. So excuse us for making bread that lasts for like 5 months.
I've started making a lot of bread lately, and you gotta eat that stuff fast.
Yeah, I've helped you eat it. It's very good.
It's wild.
Yeah.
You had some. I made some sourdough.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you made it from a living, breathing organism.
My baby.
Are they living and breathing? I can't speak to that.
I mean, I think so, yeah. It's living, certainly. Breathing. Yeah. It must aspirate somehow.
Sure. I guess so. That's kind of
I believe
a basic building block of...
All living things have to aspirate in some way.
Man. Yeah.
You know, ATP. Krebs cycle, perhaps.
Yeah. Sure.
And that's as far as I go.
I don't think I got about that far as knowing those words.
I don't know what they are.
I definitely should have failed my biology class I was in high school. But I left with a 70, which, as you may know, is the lowest you can get and still have a C in the class. And so I believe my teacher hooked me up.
Hey, that's... Ain't no shame in that.
Yeah.
Science is for nerds.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
You want to get an article?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. Because I'm going to do it. Okay. Pakistan at the 2010 Winter Olympics.
Okay.
Pakistan competed.
We are always getting Olympics.
It's weird because there have been a lot of them, but like not that many.
Well, maybe there's been like, let's say there's been 50 of them, probably more.
Probably, yeah.
Let's say there's been 100 of them. And how many countries are there? It's like 200 countries.
Yeah, that's true. So there's like
20,000 just on
Pakistan competed in the Winter Olympic Games for the first time in the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, Canada. Pakistani skier Muhammad Abbas raced in the men's giant slalom.
Ooh.
He is 45 feet tall, placing 79th. That's a lot of people. I would assume it would be
so
like
crowded.
8. Yeah, you
ever see those
slalom around each other.
Maybe that's part of the game. You ever see those like clips of like people doing the Tour de France, and it's like they all get in this little scrum, and then one guy fucks up and kills everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
it's wild.
That's what happens with these skiers, maybe.
Abbas was also the country's flag bearer in the opening and closing ceremonies.
So just like one dude.
Over here, number of competitors, 1 in one sport. So it was just him. Imagine being the only fucking person
just getting on the board.
Just like it's just like him, and he brings like his bud or his wife or something,
right.
like or his kid, his son. Just like
there's a wrestler that I think did that too. His name is Jeff Cobb. He competed in the Olympics, and I believe he was maybe the only representative of his country. I'm pretty sure he's an American, but maybe by like nationality he's from like another country. You know how they do that?
I feel like it's kind of bullshit the way it works. Like you can just like, oh hey, you didn't qualify in your country, like
right.
Just come qualify here. Who cares? Like
right.
it as far as I can tell, there's no
Like, could you go compete in like the UK's?
I think so.
You know, just because like you're kind of British by like origin. Like,
no, I don't even think you have to be. I literally think it's like, oh yeah, I rent an apartment here. Like I live here. Sure, yeah. Which like
that's crazy.
I mean, who cares where you live? Like, you know, I think you should be able to live anywhere or whatever. But also like that, it feels like it goes against sort of the spirit of the Olympics. It's like.
It'd be more interesting when we've inhabited like every planet in the solar system, and then the Olympics only has 8 different planets. So like, oh yeah, I'm from Earth, I'm from Mars, whatever. That's fun. Yeah, because right now it's like, what do you mean you're from fucking Canada? Like that means nothing. Like
yeah, well, and then I imagine it's like, oh yeah, I didn't qualify in gymnastics in the U.S., so I'll go to
I'll go to Greece and yeah. Because my dad knows a Greek guy, so I can qualify to be on the Greece team.
Yeah,
it's like,
you speak Greek? No.
No, why would I? I'm not Greek.
Fuck off. Yeah. Do you speak Greek, asshole? Fuck you. Let me do a backspring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's very strange to me.
Do you think we're gonna colonize the Mars first or the Moon first?
Moon's closer, but Mars is more inhabitable, I think.
Interesting. Why do you say that? Because we found water there?
Yeah, and I think it's...
Also, isn't it crazy that we found water and nobody's freaking out? Because I guess nobody's us in 4th grade. You know what I mean? Like,
one time for Christmas, I got a remote control Mars rover.
Okay. It must have cost billions of dollars.
Yeah. Full size. I have like never loved a toy more than that. It was like
that's
so
awesome.
And it because you know the Mars rover, it's like 6 wheels.
Sure.
And you know 3 on each side.
Uh-huh.
This toy, the wheels didn't turn. So it could only go forwards and backwards.
Oh.
And the control, it was not there was a cord from the control to the toy. So it could only go forwards and backwards.
And only 6 feet away from you.
Yes. And I loved it.
Why?
Because
of what it represented.
Yeah.
God, that's awesome. I love that. I hope that kids are probably like that still, right? Where it's like, this toy means so much it's a shitty toy. This toy sucks.
I mean, I had the same thing with like, there was this set of McDonald's toys.
All right.
I don't know if you remember them, but it was like,
I might.
I played with them so often, so fucking often. And I would just take them out like, I mean, constantly. And I'm so sad that I don't have them anymore. And I've looked up pictures of them
looked at them. Just set them as your phone background.
They were small. It was like, this is a box of hotcakes. This is a Whopper. This is like a thing of fries.
Okay.
But they transformed into dinosaurs. I don't know why. I don't understand what the thing was. It was like McDonald's made their own things that also turned into dinosaurs or whatever. Oh, there was an ice cream cone one.
I've never seen these. I'm so sad I don't know what these are.
And I loved them. There was a chicken nuggets box. God, they were so fucking cool. And I used to love, especially on the chicken nuggets box, you could, the way that it like the legs folded up, it was so nice to me. That's that same thing.
That same gloop version.
It was just, and I would just like fold it up.
Click. Just like in like up and down. Like
I fucking loved these toys, and they suck. They were McDonald's toys. Who gives a shit? Yeah. And they weren't even like, it wasn't even like, oh, Power Rangers, I love Power Rangers, here's a Power Rangers. It was like,
this is a box of hotcakes
that's also a pterodactyl.
Right.
Like
my least favorite animal.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, I can't tell you how the hours that I spent playing with those. And also when I was a kid, I didn't play with toys in a way where I made them do things. I would just sort of organize them.
I think I did the same thing.
Categorize them.
I had a box full of like action figures, like tons of like Power Rangers and like the monsters from the Power Rangers and stuff. And I would sort of just take them out, and maybe let's say I had 35 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just take them out, look at them. All right, the box is empty. I guess I'll put them back.
I had a box of dinosaurs, a bucket of dinosaurs.
Sure.
Like kind of like army men, but dinosaurs.
Right.
And they were it was probably like 4 different kinds of dinosaurs and 4 different colors. But, you know, the colors, every dinosaur came in different colors.
Sure.
You know, it was like
a purple brontosaurus, a red brontosaurus.
Yeah. And I would just like, okay, here's all the purple ones. Here's all the green ones. And then I would mix them up and like, here's all the brontosauruses. Here's all the stegosauruses.
Just arrange them by different.
Fucking it.
Yeah, I always hear about people who are like,
I didn't play good.
No, I had I had all these WWF action figures, and I was always coming up with different storylines and stuff. Like,
Never.
no, not me.
I never once did that.
No, never.
You look at them, you play with them, not play with them. You look at them, you clean them, maybe organize them.
Yeah, maybe one of them has
admire them.
Maybe one of them has like eyeballs that pop out of his head, so you do that a couple times.
I mean, I had Power Ranger toys, and they would morph. You could do morphin' time, and it was like the head kind of flipped into the body, so it was like the head without the mask, and then you flip it, and then
so the body was permanently them in the suit, but the head was them with a helmet and them without a helmet.
Yeah, you just
I
flip it back and forth, and it was a great time. I mean, no stories, just like it flips. Cool. Jeez, my parents must have been like, what is taking me to the doctor? Like, what is wrong with this boy? He doesn't play. He just sits silently.
Yeah. I would do this thing like every other weekend maybe where I had a couple of, I don't know, like a Hoth play set, things like that. More like military style kind of things, like G.I. Joe's, things like that maybe. And I would like make a fort in the living room with like blankets and shit, how kids do. And I would just do that. I would just set up my military toys or whatever.
Sure.
Be like, all right, I did it. I'm going to watch some TV now. All right, TV's done. Put all the shit away. Like, what is this?
I had a bunch of Star Wars toys, and for a long time I didn't take them out of the box. And not really, I wasn't interested in like resale or anything. I was just like, no, I'm going to keep them safe in the box. And then finally, when I did take them out of the box, I like...
Did you go like, why the fuck did I do that?
They came with like, they must have come with like stickers or something, or like the back had kind of like a picture of the character from the movie and like a little
like a
blurb about them.
Sure, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like a cardboard info.
Yeah. So I took them all out of the box, and then I got construction paper, and I like cut those things out and glued them onto the construction paper. I never played with. Like, that was it. Like, why did I even fucking take them out of the box?
Right. Yeah.
Because I didn't play with them.
You weren't playing with them before, and now they're just not worth anything.
Yeah. I just touched them. And then I had Jawas, which those are really cool because there was kind of like a spot in the head that was like a sort of transparent.
Okay.
So then it wasn't like super noticeable, but it was like kind of transparent, but then you would shine a light in it and then the eyes would glow.
Oh, cool.
So that was fun. You know, I would like look at the glowing eyes a little bit. And that's about it.
What the fuck was wrong with us?
I don't know.
I wish I could explain that.
It's so... I mean, why? Meanwhile, I know Jessica has said that she would just spend hours...
with her Barbies,
like doing stories and things, like just hours. Must have been fun.
I guess I have no idea what the hell I was doing as a kid. What was I? Was I just watching TV?
Probably
because I didn't have video games until I was like 8 or 9. I was 10. I was 10. I think it was 98. I think when I got my first.
I had video games certainly, but I mean that wasn't all I did. I remember getting like a Nintendo, you know, years after, which is so wild. Like years after it had come, because it came out in like 86 or 88 or something.
So you get an NES in like 1995.
Yeah, and I was like, this is it. This is the greatest. This is the pinnacle.
God.
When did SNES come out?
Like 92.
Yeah, I never had one.
Maybe
my sister got an SNES. I mean, I must have been like 13 when she got it.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, the Super Nintendo is maybe best bang for your buck in terms of console.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's very good. But yeah, my dad was like a very like anti-video game for like when I was 10, when I got the 64, I had already resigned myself to like, oh, I'm just never going to play video games.
Interesting.
And then I got the 64 and it was like, game changer.
Literally.
It ruined my life, yeah.
Did you? But you played games. You didn't just sort of
video games.
Look at the character and pan the camera around and then turn it off.
I would put the cartridge into the system, eject it out of the system a couple times, maybe hit the reset button. Yeah.
Wait, man.
Wrap the wires around the controller, different configurations.
My friend had an NES and it was broken.
Okay.
It worked, but it was broken such that you put the cartridge in and then you have to like depress it.
Sure.
And it didn't depress.
Okay.
So you had to like wedge something
like a doorstop into the 60 or the Nintendo with it.
Yeah. And if you didn't get it in like just so, it wouldn't work. It was a pain in the ass.
Like
that's a design flaw.
There's something kind of nice about that though. Just like have you ever looked into like what a 64 is? Like when you like crack it open or whatever, it's nothing.
Sure,
There's nothing in there.
I mean, nothing is anything, Same with people. You crack them open, it's just a bunch of
wet
gloop. Yeah.
And you spread it on your floor and get new carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of murder podcasts.
Sure.
Where people just commit murders on a podcast.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to...
yeah, it's ASMR
just
murder.
Ramp.
That's what the M stands for. Autonomous sensory murder response.
When you hear it, you want to kill. There's this thing...
yeah, it's like a Manchurian candidate.
There's this thing...
That's what the M stands for.
That,
autonomous sensory Manchurian candidate response.
Where there are some people who, when you hear certain sounds, it makes you like mad.
Oh wow. Yeah, I have that.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever I hear anyone on their cell phone on the train, it makes me so mad.
When I hear someone on their cell phone in the bathroom, in a public bathroom, that's unreasonable. Yeah. And I make as many bathroom sounds as I can because I want the other person to know.
Yeah, just a bunch of wet sounds.
Wet, gloopy sounds.
What is this thing? Tell me about it. This.
Oh, it's like, if you were to hear like nails tapping or like just like mouth sounds or something,
like basically normal type sounds.
Yes, but there are just certain ones that will like trigger you, and it's like if I hear that, I will fucking lose it.
Right, you'll just throw a brick at a window.
And it's like it. I was reading about it. And it's like it elicits like anger and like like the more extreme case, it's like a desire to kill.
Sure,
it's crazy.
Just like somebody like opening up a new book and just to hear the crackle of the spine.
Straight up, or like scratching on fabric.
Really? Wow. Yeah. There needs to just be like a catalog of like.
But it's different for everyone.
That's the thing. Like we all need bionic Terminator eyes.
So like, okay, I'm not gonna scratch. Yeah. I'm not gonna scratch my jeans around.
That's all it would say. It would just like
that'd be great.
The readout would just be like, don't do this around Derek.
Except everyone is a dickhead, and it would be like, oh, Derek hates this.
Oh, so
I'm gonna fuck with Derek.
I'm gonna scratch my jeans in front of Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get $1 million when I sue him for hitting me in the head with a brick.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking hate Derek. He's always carrying bricks around.
You can't trust people to do the right thing ever.
No, never. Smell you later. So we need to choose a hashtag winner.
So that's the thing is that episode only came out yesterday.
Fuck.
So we're gonna be a little behind.
Shit. Yeah, you're right.
So we can mention that in this.
Yeah, I thought we had it perfect. I was like, oh, this. Yeah.
No.
So what should we do?
It's exactly unperfect.
It really is.
We can say, hey, we're recording this the day after that episode dropped. So maybe in a week we'll announce it on Twitter.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
And so then basically by the time...
Because the only people that care are the people on Twitter anyway. Like,
right.
Ultimately.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool.
And the hashtag was hashtag for that competition?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter because that will be over.
By that point. Yeah, it will. Yeah, you're right. God.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.